said a lot of guys owed you. How did they show up at practice today?
Oh, I mean, shoot, like they do every week. I mean, everybody's coming in with a working mentality. I mean, the goal is to go 1-0 this week. And, I mean, we started off today well. I think everybody kind of – it's just a sense of urgency, obviously. You know, we want to win. Like I said, like everybody I think feels, I mean, we don't like losing around here. So just getting on track and being able to do everything we can to put ourselves in a position to win, I think that's kind of what the feel is, and that's what the expectation and standard is.
Yeah, Derek Carr said that consistency was the main message this week. How do you guys achieve that, especially in the run game?
Yeah, I mean, call the runs, right? So, I mean, the O-line they had a great game last week, and I think I just said it. They kind of get lost in the shuffle of you know, when the high fives and the kudos go out, you know, they kind of get lost. But you know, C's and Ram and Eric and those guys, and you know, Pete, James, even Trevor, you know, he been struggling, but he had a good showing last week. You know, they did a great job. You know, they protected well, gave Derek time to throw the ball, and then they gave me some holes and gave Kendre some holes to run through. So I think just being able to kind of stack and add on to what that performance was and go into this next week and kind of do the same thing. I feel like, and we talk about it all the time, when we can run the ball when we want to and how we want to, the game kind of it gets easy.
What have you seen from Miller? I mean, he got a kind of slow start because he was injured, but how is he adding to what you guys are able to do?
Man, he's learning, you know. He's figuring it out. It takes some time to kind of get your feet up under you and understand why and when and where. But he's figuring that out and he's putting the pieces together. I mean, he has the ability, you know. But you know, it's like I said, you gotta put the pieces together of why, when, and where. I think I made it look easier than it was for me. But my rookie year, it took me to probably like game 14 to really figure out why and where, you know what I'm saying, and when. Other than that, it was Ted Ginn and B. Cole and Drew pushing me which way to go, and Mark telling me what to do, and you know. So I think Kendre's figuring it out, and then you know, I'm an open book. Whenever he has questions, I no worry, I'm gonna tell him what he got. So he's figuring it out. I'm excited to see him, you know, get some more opportunity.
How much pride do you take in the blitz pickup part of the game?
I mean, shoot, that's a part of the job description, right? So, I mean, I think everybody was kind of like, oh, it was a great game of protection, but, you know, I just go out there, lace them up, pick it up, and go to the next play. I take pride. I do take pride in it because when we're able to do that, the O-line, and then obviously in our room, the running backs, then it gives Derek time to get the ball downfield. So it's a part of the job. It's a big puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just playing my piece.
Alvin, I know it was such a big swing 2 weeks ago where it was like this offense, you know, it's struggling, you know, everything like the world sky's falling, and then, you know, you follow up with last
Sky
week.
ain't never falling.
And this you follow up next week, and then the offense it feels like things. Would you say it's kind of, you know, it's somewhere maybe in the middle where it's not, you know, everything's not terrible at the same time? It's like there's a lot of good things that you guys can build on.
Yeah, well, I think I would say the latter of what you said. I think it's a lot that we can build off from that game. You know, everybody looks at the score. Oh, it was a shutout. The offense did well. It's so much that we left out there, right? I mean, I think Derek felt like he left some stuff out there. I already talked about it kind of post game, but we got so much that we can do better. I mean, there's still pre-snap penalties. There's still some things that, you know, some busts in the run game, some busts in the pass game. And it's like some of those things, if we clean them up, then we talking about like big wins. And, you know, playing against better teams, you can't make those mistakes and still expect to win. So I think it's not just the message this year. It's every year, every season. It's like the details matter. You know what I'm saying? So just focusing on the details and trying to clean up some of those things to put ourselves in better position to win.
Alvin, you want to run it. The line wants to run it. So what's the feel when you guys get in that position where everybody knows you're going to run it and you're still able to run it?
Yeah, you still got to stop it. I mean, it's just like anything. I think once we kind of get our feet rolling and our cleats in the ground and get the O-line pushing and kind of get them feeling good and feeling it, I mean, it's hard to stop our run game. Pete just got to call it, so I'm gonna put it on Pete. I got to challenge Pete in the media. He knows he knows he's my guy, but you know, I think like on the sideline, you know, I go down to the O-line and check on them, and they're like, man, we can run the ball. And I just go run over to Pete like, man, hey, the O-line said we need to run the ball. But I think just calling it and being confident when we call them run looks and knowing that we can go get 4 or 5 yards, 6 yards, and once we kind of keep hitting those and being patient, the big ones come. So.
How much better do you think the run game can be if you guys get consistent up front and they're not like blown blocks and stuff like that?
Oh, I think it can get a lot better. I think just building off this past week is going to be important. Just knowing that we got the guys up front to get the blocks, and then on the perimeter, those guys just taking pride in going and blocking downfield, which they do. But just everybody being accountable and doing their jobs and throwing those blocks and just having the mentality that this one run could be the run. You know what I'm saying? This one run could be the 60-yarder, the 70-yarder. If you approach because that's how I'm thinking about it. But and the O-line is thinking about it like that too. If everybody kind of has that same mindset, then it's gonna be dangerous.